And we are off. Week 5 in the National Football League. It is underway. Interesting ball game last night. Interesting sked this weekend, the Pro Football Hall of Famer. We cannot go into a weekend without at least touching base with the legendary Marshall Faulk joining us.
Even if he's just in his car.
And it's still a great look. You don't really look ever bad, Marshall, I got to say. Whether it's in the studio lights, it's a good thing. Like, you're always lit well. I don't know how you do that.
I need a pound of makeup, but he looks good there.
No, he doesn't have any makeup on.
No, that's what I'm saying. I need a pound of makeup.
He doesn't need a pound of makeup.
And at the end, we're doing carpool karaoke.
Well, only if he's up for it. Marshall, let's talk Bucs and Patriots. As a guy who played in the league, how demoralizing is it when your kicker sucks?
Wow. Oh, man. It's so hard. We sat up and we did, we're talking and we talked to Chris Hogan and we talked about what the Bucs could have did and we talked about what the Patriots did. And I just couldn't help myself at the end. I was like, Nick Faulk, you're fired.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel for him. If you watch Hard Knocks, he beat out another kicker that was drafted, and his wife was talking about how their lives change. It's like, oh yeah, your life, you never know where you're going to be when you're the wife of a kicker. And lo and behold, I was like, wow. I mean, it is. If you think about it, it's all on him. It's like there's no in between. It's miss or make. Yeah. Like a quarterback could throw a ball high, a guy could actually jump up and catch it. Everybody can be helped out. You cannot help the kicker.
Well, laces out help a little bit, but let me ask you this, Marshall. Like, you play for the Bucs, you walk into that locker room after the game. Are you like a don't make eye contact guy? Are you a go over, give him like a mean mug? Are you an arm around his shoulder? Like, what do you say to a guy after a game like that?
I was consistently miss or make. I never talked to my kicker.
Ever.
Like, even if he won the game.
Yeah.
I wasn't the guy who ran over there and hugged him.
Yeah. Like, even 10-year-old Marshall wouldn't talk to the kicker? Like,
no, actually, 10-year-old Marshall was the kicker. So
there you go. He was Mr. Everything.
So you walked a mile in those shoes.
Yeah, hey, man. Trust me, I know exactly how he was feeling. But to watch a guy lose confidence, and I don't know if you heard Jay Feely. Jay Feely was breaking it down.
Yeah.
He said the problems that he had in warm-up, and did they ever come through? I can't imagine if I'm on that team, to lose a game with guys who actually play is one thing. You get paid to kick. They don't even ask you to tackle. Just kick.
And even if you look like you can tackle, you don't have to tackle, because Nick Faulk looks like he can tackle.
They don't even ask you to tackle. You don't even have to wear you don't have to wear the whole uniform.
Yeah, you could wear a single bar if you wanted.
You could wear mismatched shoes. They don't even care. Just kick.
And even if you try to tackle, if the returner's coming at you, if you even try to tackle, that'll get you points.
Yeah.
Fine.
Sometimes.
Fine.
Unless you try to tackle Antonio Brown.
That's where the bar is.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It blows my mind. And guess what? They were like, oh, my God, it's windy, it's this and that. Steven Gostowski didn't have a problem.
Yeah, he had a pretty good night.
Yeah.
So let me
ask you this about the rest of the game. Did Belichick and Patricia figure something out, or is that just a good matchup they had with that offense? Was Winston bad? Like, who do you give credit to and for?
So this is my second time watching Dirk Koetter try to prepare an offense on a short week. And it's almost as if he doesn't learn. Belichick changed it up. First and second down, they played zone. Third down, they played some kind of man. He was out there running routes, calling plays like he didn't help his quarterback. Now, Jameis was off. Missed a lot of passes. I'm talking about he was off.
Yeah.
I had never seen him, his accuracy, that was an all-time low for me in the first half of that game. Think about it. The Patriots' first 3 possessions, interception, punt, field goal. You have to at least score some points. Tampa first 3 possessions. Punt, punt, punt. You can't do that. If your defense holds Tom Brady to a field goal, an interception, and a punt, you got to take advantage of it. And they just didn't make good adjustments to the things that New England did that was different on defense. They tried to, but then I guess they just didn't want Doug Martin to have a day. I don't even. It just didn't make sense to me. What they did last night did not make sense.
I mean, Marshall, I know this. If you're noticing that from the sideline, Gerald McCoy's noticing it. Deshaun Jackson's noticing it. Like, the guys in that room are probably having the same conversation, are they not?
Yes. Yes. And the fans in the stands. Run the ball.
Crazy. One last thing on Brady, and we'll move on. Because everyone's waiting for the fall, right? Everyone's waiting for this 40-year-old to not look like Tom Brady anymore. What did you see last night?
A guy that was willing to take a beating to make sure his team went 3-2.
Yeah.
Like, and as a 40-year-old, that doesn't feel good. I mean, that was the most hits I've seen on Tom Brady, and I think last night he eclipsed his sack mark for last season. Last night, 5 games into the season.
That's crazy.
Yeah, that's unbelievable.
That is crazy.
That's paying a price, too. All right, we're running out of time here. So I know Sunday night, Chiefs-Texans, big game. Deshaun Watson looks like real deal. Packers-Cowboys, I feel like this is a huge game for the Cowboys here in week number 5. But how about them Rams? They get the Seahawks, and they're favored at home to the Seahawks. I ask you, I'm scared of the defense, Marshall, but are the Rams real?
Did you see the second half of the Cowboy game and what they did to that high-powered running attack on the Cowboys?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to tell you, the Seattle Seahawks offensive line, they're no Dallas Cowboys. No. So this game is going to be won at the line of scrimmage. I can't wait to see what they decide to do, that being Seattle's defensive line. Because the Rams, I mean, they've been protecting Jared Goff. Not to mention, he showed people that he could run. And the way that they move the pocket, it's going to cause some issues. And this is the first time that this Seattle secondary is going to see some actual playmakers at wide receiver for the Rams.
Yeah.
It's going to be a good one.
It's going to be a great one. NFL Game Day Morning is going to be great. You spoke to Todd Gurley this week, NFL Network Sunday, for those who want to see the interview with the 2 pretty good current and former Rams running backs. Mm-hmm. But, Marshall, in terms of the load, Todd's going to have to carry here.
This is how he has to play. I explained this to him, and I said, look, you have to make sure that you're well-conditioned. You got to take care of your body on Monday and Tuesday. But this is he has to be in the game, even for the play fakes. You never know when the check down is going to get the first down if it's 3rd and 12. It's just a different ball game, and he's learning that. Last week, they had 75 plays. He played 60 of them or 65. It has to be like that. He cannot come off the field. This platooning thing, it does not work for him. Does not.
The bad news is we've run out of time. The good news is because we've run out of time, you are off the Michael Jackson carpool karaoke that we were going to do.
One last thing. I'm in Indianapolis. My dear friend Peyton Manning, they're unveiling his statue on Saturday, and he's going in the Ring of Honor on Sunday, and I'm here for that. I won't be in studio for game day morning, but I will be on game day morning.
All right, just to check that. Well, that's going to be a heck of a weekend, though, in Indy.
Should be fun.
That's going to be a lot of fun. So, Marshall, considering how busy your schedule is, we always appreciate you coming on. Mm-hmm. Have fun this weekend. We'll be watching on Sunday morning. Enjoy the games. Thanks, man.
All right, guys. See you Friday.